Hi guys, I am Sayyid Mohammed Usman Ghani. This is task 6 for Sparks Foundation. In this task, decision tree algorithm is implemented. So the first question that will arise in your mind is that what is decision tree algorithm? So the definition for it is that it's a graphical visualization of all the possible solutions to a decision based on some certain conditions. Now let us take an example so that we can understand it thoroughly. Let's suppose you are alone in your home and you have carvings on something that you want to eat something. So you will ask some questions from yourself. Uh, Now let's see that this decision tree. Your first question or your first conditions would be, are you really hungry? And the answer is no. So go to bed and sleep. The second answer would be yes, like I'm really hungry. So the next question you will ask, do you have enough money? And let's suppose you have 25 rupees with yourself, like you see your wallet and there are 25 rupees in your wallet, and the obvious answer is no, you don't have enough money with yourself. So you will search your fridge for item like, do you have something in your fridge so that you can eat it? And or it could be yes, like you open your wallet and there are around 500 to 600 rupees. So you will say to yourself that yes, I have enough money, I can order something from a restaurant and I can eat. So here you can see that you set some conditions and you saw all the possible solutions for that condition, and in the end you made a decision by narrowing down the conditions. So this is what decision tree algorithm is. Now we will take a real world example, like we will be working on iris dataset. So let us see what I have done. Libraries are declared here: Plotly to plot graphs, sklearn to load the iris dataset, sklearn.metrics to evaluate my model in the last section. From sklearn I have imported tree so that I can implement decision tree algorithm. I have imported matplotlib.pyplot as well because visualizing the decision tree on matplotlib is far more easier than plotly. Then I have loaded sklearn.model selection so that I can split my dataset into train and test set. First of all, iris dataset is loaded here, features are loaded, the target names, which would be our class, feature name like on which we'll be applying the condition and splitting the dataset, and labels like the classes, like 0 would be belonging to Setosa, 1 would be belonging to versicolor, and 2 would be belonging to Virginisa, if I'm pronouncing it right. Now this is our iris dataset. I have plotted. This is a 2D plot between sepal length and sepal width. Here you can see all the three classes. This is a box plot. This is a box plot. This is plotted to see that if there are any outliers present. Here you can see that the outliers is only present in sepal width. And the next thing we have observed here is that are all the features in the same range or not. Here you can see they are all in the same range. Now we have done pre-processing by 80-20 rule. What 80-20 rule is? It is like our data set would be split into 80% training set and 20% testing set. Here is the model, decision tree classifier. I have used my training set to train the model, and now we will visualize our decision tree classifier. So before visualizing, I want to tell you something, that there are 4 factors on which you split your data. We use one out of these 4. There are 4, like you can see: Gini index, information gain, random variation, and chi-square. We will be using Gini index here, so I would tell what Gini index is. Gini index is just the measure of impurity in your data set. By impurity I mean randomness. And if you want to calculate Gini index, the formula is given in the link here, and you can easily find on Google as well. Just type Gini index decision tree formula and it will give you the formula of Gini index. Now let's see the figure so that I can explain you what Gini index is. Here you can see that the samples are 120 and here are the samples divided, like 39 belongs to first class, 37 belongs to second, 44 to third. And these are random, like these are not, you can say, pure. So the impurity here is 0.665. So now we will be splitting the data to their classes in such a way that our Gini index in the last would become 0. Here you can see that there is no randomness in our data and our data is split accurately. Now at the last we will evaluate our model by using clf.predict, and here you can see that classifier accuracy is 100%, like it's giving all the true labels of the test data. Here's the confusion matrix. Here you can see that in the first class there are 11 elements, in the second class there are 13, and the last class there are 6 elements. So that's all from my side. Thank you for bearing up with me, and we will meet in the next video. Thank you.